Hello, my name is Sheila and welcome to Inner Balance Sacred Space. So I'm running a series called Magical Mondays. I did my first lot on the chakras. It's all on YouTube for you to find. We worked our way through the chakras, and it's not necessarily yoga, but I draw upon many different ancient practices. But this series is definitely about yoga, although sometimes I will mix it up a little bit and bring something in if I think it's necessary. So at the moment we are doing the Yamas. So the Yamas are a part of the eightfold path, which is what Ashtanga means, or the Yoga Sutras that Patanjali wrote about. So we have this eightfold path that works from these restraints and observances that we need to do all the way up through to the physical practice of yoga, into meditation, in an attempt to reach bliss, to reach samadhi. So we are on the first rung of the eightfold path. So we are looking at the Yamas, and then it will be the Niyamas. So the Yamas are 5 ethical restraints that we need to practice or look at. So I started yoga many years ago. When I was in my 20s, I used to do a lot of dancing, and I stopped dancing and I wanted something to keep me fit and flexible. So I decided to do yoga. And then it wasn't until many years later that I discovered that it wasn't just about the physical practice. There was so much more to yoga. There was so much more underneath. And it's all there for you to find out if you want to do it. And if you just want to do the physical practice, then by all means, that is just as good as doing nothing. So if you want to delve a little bit deeper, I'm trying to keep these short observances on the eightfold path, trying to keep them a little bit simple so you don't get bogged down with all the nitty-gritty stuff. But if you want to look at the nitty-gritty stuff, there are plenty of books out there for you to read. There's plenty on the internet. So getting back to the Yamas, we are looking at now the third Yama, and there are 5. Okay, so this Yama is called Asteya, and it is basically translated as non-stealing. So when we think about non-stealing, we immediately think about not stealing from another person, not stealing their property or something that they've worked really hard for. And yes, that does include not taking something that doesn't belong to you. But it also means not stealing somebody's actions or their words, even their time and their energy. So when you look at Asteya in more yogic terms, it actually means being content with what you have and not feeling as if you're lacking something, so you need to go and steal it from somebody else. You know, if you are missing something in your life, then by all means go and search for it, work for it. There's nothing wrong with that. But while you're working for it or trying to find it, you have to be content with what you've got. So you don't want to take that shortcut of taking it off of somebody else who has worked for it. So in this practice of Asteya, non-stealing, we want to practice the opposite emotion of greed and being envious. We want to practice gratitude. So being content and happy with what we have in our lives at this present moment and not being greedy. So like I said, there is nothing wrong with going out and working towards or getting what you want in a fair way. But when it is wrong is when we're going to take it off of another person, or we're going to take their time, or we're going to take their energy away from them without giving any regard to that person at all. So how do we practice gratitude in yoga? Well, of course, it's lots of heart opening practices. So the first thing that we are going to do today is a mudra. So we are going to do mudra, mantra, some affirmations, and a very short, easy yoga practice. So when I'm doing yoga in these Magical Mondays, they are not anything really complicated. You're not going to get complicated postures that we're working to. It's all about how we're going to achieve what we need to achieve, and that is looking at Asteya. So it is very simple heart opening practices. So what we're going to start off with is a mudra, and then we're going to do the Lakshmi Mantra. So I will write the Lakshmi Mantra in the notes. And I hope my voice doesn't go when I'm doing this. It probably will, but I'm really past all that now. So if I do croak and creak a little bit, then you know that's the way it's going to be. So the mantra is OM SHREEM HAMALAKSHMIYEI NAMAHA. And the mudra helps us to open the heart and to keep positive intentions into our life. It's the gesture of giving and receiving, and it's called Pushpaputa Mudra, and it means a handful of flowers. And you are just going to simply have your hands out like you are holding a handful of flowers in both of your hands. So hands are nice and relaxed, little fingers are touching. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to come into child's pose with this. If you're not keen on doing child's pose, you're just going to stay in Sukhasana, easy posture, or even have your legs out in Dandasana. You don't have to sit with your legs crossed. Okay, just make sure you are comfortable wherever you are. So if you're going to come into child's pose, going to have your knees a little bit apart so you can rest comfortably forwards. You're going to bring your hands onto the floor like you're giving but also receiving.
You're just going to bring your forehead down, your third eye down onto the mat. We are just going to take a few breaths here as we tune in to our breath, tune into our body, and tune into the fact that we are opening our heart and thinking about Asteya, non-stealing. Just slowly draw yourself up. You can stay sitting in thunderbolt posture if you want to. So the Lakshmi Mantra, if you don't know who Lakshmi is, she is a goddess of prosperity, wealth, purity, generosity, and the embodiment of beauty and grace. And we are calling upon her so that she can help us become in tune with that prosperity and being grateful for what we already have. So keep your hands into the mudra of Pushpaputa. You can close your eyes. If you don't want to sing out the mantra aloud, you can do it in your mind. Om SHREEM HAMALAKSHMIYEI NAMAHA. 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 Om SHREEM HAMALAKSHMIYEI NAMAHA.
Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiyei Namaha. Just bring your hands to your heart. Just take a few deep breaths in and out. Just give your body some time to absorb the vibrations of that mantra. So open your eyes if you haven't done so already and come into tabletop pose. So you want your wrists somewhere underneath your shoulders, hips over your knees. I'm going to start off with a simple cat-cow pose. So you're going to inhale, drop your belly, let your belly relax, bring your chest forwards, think about your heart shining forwards. And as you exhale, tuck your pelvis under, bring your chin towards your chest, tummy muscles in and your heart space up into your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, heart shines forwards. Exhale, tuck under, pull your chest up and towards your spine. Inhale, exhale. I just want you to carry on in your own time. Think about your heart shining forwards as you inhale. Think about the cave of your heart coming into your chest as you exhale. Giving, receiving. Inhale, heart shines forwards, giving. Exhale into your chest, a cave of your heart, receiving. One more. If you're okay sitting in thunderbolt position, do this. If not, move into a more comfortable position. Clasp your hands together. Pull your arms forwards, let your shoulder blades round forwards. Cave of your heart going in. I'm going to take a few breaths here, bringing your chin to your chest. Bring your hands behind you. Lift up your heart space. Release. Pull forwards. Chin to chest. Hands to the back of you. Lift up your heart space. Release. One more. As you're holding it, remember to breathe. Inhale, open up, breathe. And release, come forwards. Bring your right knee forwards, foot between your hands. You're going to sink into a lunge, lift up your heart space. A few breaths here. Transfer your weight back. Pull your heart space in. When you come forwards this time, bring your hands and arms into cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift up the heart space. Exhale back.
Heart space comes in. Inhale. Give in. Exhale. Receiving. Come forwards, change legs. Just lean forwards, lift up your heart space. Take a few breaths here. And back. Coming forwards, cactus arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lifting up the heart space, keeping the tummy muscles engaged so your lower back's really strong. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, lift up your heart space. Exhale back. And again. Gently come forwards. Bring your hands back. I'm going to push up into a baby camel this time. Push through your thighs. Lift up your heart space. Slowly release, and we're going to go just a little bit deeper into this heart opening. So again, nothing too serious, fairly simple. I'm going to come into downward facing dog. Just be aware of the space you are in. You want to bring your right leg up into the air behind you. Pull it into your chest, step forwards, this time coming into high lunge. Same thing, cactus arms, open up the heart space. Gonna release, slowly come into pyramid pose. So straighten your front leg, settle down, lengthen. Again, transferring that weight forwards, coming into high lunge, nice and strong on your legs, getting your balance. Open up your heart space. Exhale, folding forwards, pyramid pose. Come all the way down, have your foot by your knee. Another variation of camel pose, lifting up, heart space lifts up. Release, downward facing dog. Heart space should be feeling nice and open now. Keep your awareness on it always. Left leg into the air. Step forwards. Stay in high lunge. Nice and strong on those legs. Inhale. Cactus arms. Give in. Exhale. Receiving. Inhale, nice and slow, coming up. Exhale. Pyramid pose.
Slowly coming down onto your right knee, bringing your left foot by your right knee, hands back, lifting up that heart space. Slowly coming down, back into downward facing dog. It's going to go into tiger pose, so we're going to bring our right leg into the air. Behind us, you're going to pull the knee into your chest, come forwards like you're doing plank pose, curling tight, squeeze it in. Bring your shin down to the floor. Bring your hands forwards and bring your left leg up into the air. You're going to take your right arm back so you can find your leg without getting cramp. And lift up. Lift up your heart space. Push yourself away from the floor. And release. Come back. Inhale. Clasp your hands together. Exhale, pull your heart space in. Hold it here. Inhale up, downward facing dog. Left leg up behind you, inhale. Exhale into your chest. Shin to the floor. Move your hands forward and bring your right leg up into the air. This time left arm comes all the way around. If you can't find your leg, just bring your arm back and lift up your leg as much as you can. Heart space forwards. Release. Exhale. Round the back. Pull your arms forwards. Release. You're now going to come all the way onto your belly. Going to do that Mudra, Pushpaputa. This is complete surrender. Complete surrender in a prostration. Few breaths here. Just surrender. Think about your heart space full of gratitude for what you have now. Being content with what you have now. Being able to give and receive. Slowly come on to your back. Just going to do a little twist. Arms beside you, palms up. You're going to cross your right leg over your left, and drop your knees to your left. Try and keep your upper back on the floor. Little twist of your belly, heart space facing outwards up to the ceiling. Few breaths here. Engage your lower tummy muscles a little bit as you pull your knees up to the centre. Uncross. Cross your left over your right. And drop your knees to the right. Keep your heart space open up to the ceiling. Engage lower tummy muscles, knees up. Just briefly bring your knees into your chest. I want you to bring your feet to the floor. Have your knees bent, and you're going to take your hands over onto your heart space. Bring your chin towards your chest a little. Take a few deep breaths and feel into that heart space. Just going to do an affirmation while you're here. It is simple. I am enough. I have enough. I'm going to say it with meaning, with feeling, with your hands over your heart. I am enough. I have enough. 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 Feel those words vibrate through your being. I am enough. I have enough. Just repeat the affirmation one more time. You can drop your hands from your heart if you want to. I'm going to lead you into a mini meditation relaxation. So you can stay here, grab a blanket. It's very, very quick and it will help to open up your heart chakra. So get yourself comfortable. The heart chakra, Anahata, holds the center of love, empathy, compassion, gratitude. And it's represented by the element of air. And the colour green, quite a vibrant light green. It is a chakra of positive energy and connects the lower three earthly chakras to the higher three spiritual chakras. It is the bridge between them. So let your body settle. Close your eyes. Let your collarbones and your shoulders spread and open. Opening up that space that holds your heart. If you want to, you can bring your one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly, or both hands to your heart space, or keep them down beside you and just bring that awareness to the heart space. Just notice the heart space rising and falling as you breathe. Let your breath be natural, but as you inhale, feel your torso expand, filling with air. As you exhale, feel your torso contract, emptying and creating space for new awareness. Imagine that you are breathing in a large emerald light through your nostrils down into your heart space. Breathing in a large emerald light. And it brings warmth into your heart space, into the center of your heart. Like it's giving your heart a little cozy cuddle. Every time you breathe in, allow this warmth, this love to radiate from your heart space, slowly down into your arms, into the rest of your torso, down into your legs, slowly spreading. Until it can fill up your body no more. And it leaks out. Allow this warmth, this love to radiate out from your body. To anybody that's in your household or near you. And now I want you to recoil that warmth and that love back, bring it back into your own body, into your own heart space. So it's wrapping you up in love, like a warm, cozy hug, a warm, cozy blanket. And just repeat to yourself, I am enough. I have enough. I am enough. I have enough. I am enough. I have enough. Then just let go of visualizing about your heart space, about the feeling, the emotion connected to it. Without opening your eyes, become aware of where you are, your back touching the floor, your breath. Slowly start to move into your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a hug. Roll over onto your right for a moment. Make a pillow for your head with your hands. Just notice how you feel, particularly your heart space. And then gently make your way up into a comfortable seated position. So thank you, namaste. Thank you for joining me for this class on Asteya. I hope you have a little bit more understanding of what Asteya is. If you would like to know more, I do have a private Facebook group. My yoga students use it. I have other people using it. And I release a little bit more, and it will be about how you can bring Asteya into your life off the yoga mats. I also do lots of other little things on there. So if you would like to join the Facebook group, there is a little button on the side of my YouTube channel that will lead you directly to it. So I really welcome you to that space. And if you like what I do, please subscribe. Please support me just by being here and subscribing. So thank you very much, and I will see you very soon. Namaste.